Hello and welcome to TTVNEWS with some latest events in TayNinhTV province and across the country. Ladies and gentlemen, with the spirit of the whole country joining hands for the poor, ensuring no one is left behind, the efforts to support the poor during the Lunar New Year 2025 are being actively implemented by local authorities, government agencies, and mass organizations in the province.
This year, the Provincial People's Committee has allocated more than 2 billion Vietnam dong to assist nearly 5,500 poor, near-poor, and their at-risk households in the province. The support includes the household with 1 to 3 members receiving for 700,000 Vietnam dong per household, and those with 4 members receiving for 900,000 Vietnam dong per household, and those with 5 or more members receiving for 1.1 million Vietnam dong per household. Additionally, in order to help create favorable conditions for everyone to enjoy a joyful, a warm and prosperous Third Eve, the Standing Committee of the Vietnam Violent Front of the province has asked the local Violent Front committees in districts, towns and city to work with the Department of Labor, World Wellness and Social Affairs to review households that are unable to Third Eve with their families. And they will also distribute the collected gifts to these areas and continue to support those in need.
The audience on the evening of January 18, the Provincial Labour Confederation organized the third reunion string of Being Grateful to Party 2025 program with many meaningful and practical activities aiming at improving the material and spiritual well-being of union members and workers in difficult circumstances for the Lunar New Year 2025. The event was attended by Mr. Nguyễn Hồng Thanh, a member of the Provincial Party Standing Committee and Vice Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee.
In his speech, Mr. Nguyễn Hồng Thanh recognized the positive of meaningful activities in supporting the union members and the workers over the past period and extended his third greeting to all the union members and workers in the province for the upcoming new year. And during the programs, the Standing Committee of the Provincial Labour Confederation presented financial support to union members and workers facing difficulties and low incomes, particularly from the trade union subsectors, including the agriculture and rural development, the education and the health, and the provincial civil servants. The total financial support amounted to over 800 million Vietnam dong. Specifically, the program distributed 419 gift packages to union members and workers who have suffered work-related accidents or were battling severe illnesses. Its gift package was worth for 1 million Vietnam dong. Additionally, 200 gift packages were given to union members facing financial hardship and low incomes. It's worth for 700,000 Vietnam dong. Moreover, 44 union members received the bus tickets. 49 received the train tickets and 25 received the flight tickets to return home for the Third Eve. Furthermore, the program also presented for 14 trade union houses to 14 union members who had faced housing difficulties, and this was a great joy ahead of the new year, helping them overcome their challenges and work confidently and stabilize their lives.
On January 19, at nationwide city, the Vietnam Federal Committee of TayNinhTV province organized a gift-giving event for poor households in TayNinhTV city in celebration of the Lunar New Year 2025. Attendees included Mr. Võ Quốc Thắng, Vice Chairman of the Vietnam Federal Committee of TayNinhTV province, Mr. Lê Minh Thế, Secretary of TayNinhTV City Party Committee, and Mr. Nguyễn Thái Bình, Chairman of TayNinhTV City People's Committee. The program distributed 100 gift packages to poor and disadvantaged households in TayNinhTV city, worth 700,000 Vietnam dong for each, including essential items and 500,000 Vietnam dong in cash. The total funding for the gifts amounted to 70 million Vietnam dong, supported by the Fund for the Poor of the province. This effort helps provide a fuller and warmer touch for those in it in TayNinhTV city.
To stabilize the market for the Third Eve of 2025, The Department of Industry and Trade has launched a plan to survey and inspect the businesses that stock goods as well as the several markets and supermarkets in the province from January 21st to January 25th of 2025. The inspection aims to ensure the balance between the supply and demand, particularly for essential goods, contributing to controlling inflation and stabilizing the social welfare. The Department of Industry and Trade also aims to ensure steady and sufficient supply of goods, prepared to respond to any market fluctuations. The inspection will focus on gathering information about the inventory and supply of goods from the businesses, ensuring the supply and demand balance during the 30th, and at the same time it will strengthen the state management over the commune, the price stabilization, anti-smuggling and anti-commercial fraud and counterfeit goods with the strict handling of violations. The inspection will also pay attention to the arrangement of booths, flower markets, parking lots, price listing, fire safety and environmental sanitation, and public order at the markets.
Ladies and gentlemen, time has passed quickly. Not long ago, these young men left their families to enlist and protect the nation's borders. Today, they have completed their military service and returned to their local communities. During their nearly 2 years in the military, the soldiers remain steadfast in their political and ideological belief, work diligently, maintain strong discipline, and successfully completed their assigned tasks. As peach and apricot blossoms signal the arrival of spring, the soldiers who enlisted in early 2023 in the border guard force of TayNinhTV province are completing their service and saying heartfelt goodbyes to their comrades return home. In the days leading up to Lunar New Year 2025, the atmosphere at the units was quiet. The young soldiers were filled with mixed emotions, joyful to reunite with their families, but also reluctant to part with the comrades they had bonded with. The joy and sadness were clearly reflected on their faces. Since I joined the military, I felt fully supported by my superiors, which has given me great motivation to complete my mission over the past 2 years. To prepare the soldiers for their transition out of the army, the local authorities and border guard command organized dialogues to listen to their thoughts and aspirations, ensuring that all policies and benefits for the soldiers were fully implemented. The unit has ensured that all benefits and entitlements for the soldiers discharged are fully met. Additionally, we've prepared small gifts as a token of New Year's greetings to both the soldiers and their families. Before their discharge, the soldiers began planning for their futures, outlining their career, educational, and personal goals. Some had clear paths, such as learning a trade or finding stable employment, while others are still considering their options carefully. However, they also had the determination to face new challenges. The spirit of Uncle Soldier continues to drive them to overcome obstacles and contribute to building their homeland and country. Returning my hometown and family, I will continue to uphold the good traditions of Uncle soldiers, not only for me, but I will also encourage my relatives and family to respect the state's and military discipline. These young soldiers have completed their military service, returned to their local communities with pride in their contributions to the country and with the determination to continue serving society. Their baggage includes the experience, skills, and good qualities they have cultivated in the military, ready to contribute to building their homeland and the nation. Turn to domestic news. With a production of 170,000 tons, surpassing India, Brazil, Indonesia, and Malaysia, Vietnam has become the world's leading producer of black pepper.
After reaching a record high of 290,000 tons in 2019, Vietnam pepper production has steadily decreased in the following years, and the estimated pepper production in Vietnam for 2024 is about 170,000 tons, which may be the lowest in the past decade. However, Vietnam remains the top global producer of black pepper. And the impact of climate change in 2024 has somewhat affected the paper production of farmers, and however, some regions have reported favorable weather conditions. In Đắk Nông province, the paper capital of Vietnam, production has reported to be on par with last year.
The Department of Import-Export Ministry of Industry and Trade reported that in 2024, Vietnam's rubber exports decreased by 6.2% compared to 2023. However, due to the high price levels, the export value of this commodity still rose sharply by 18.2%, reaching a record of over $3.4 billion. According to the Vietnam Rubber Association, when including processed rubber products and rubber goods, the total export value for the entire industry in 2024 reached $10.2 billion. The outlook for 2025 is positive, with Vietnam's rubber exports expected to continue growing, driven by signs of recovery in demand from China. Meanwhile, global supply is expected to remain tight. Ladies and gentlemen, on January 18, 1950, Vietnam and China officially established diplomatic relations, marking a new chapter in the long-standing relationship between the two countries. Over the past 75 years, the Vietnam-China friendship and cooperation have continuously developed, expanded, and deepened across all fields. Currently, the relationship is at a favorable stage to enter a new phase of growth at a higher level.
According to Mr. Lê Đức Hạnh, the Consul General of Vietnam in Hong Kong and Macau, Vietnam remains consistent in prioritizing stable and healthy relations with China, viewing it as a strategic choice and top priority. And the goal is to strengthen the friendly neighborly ties and the comprehensive strategic partnership. And the Vietnam-China community, with a shared future, which plays a crucial role in promoting bilateral cooperation, especially last year, during various visits and exchanges by the party and the state leaders. Many cooperation documents were also signed and implemented with the concrete results. In 2024, the high-level diplomatic activities comprehensively expanded the comprehensive strategic partnership between Vietnam and China. Each high-level visit involved numerous signed cooperation agreements and exchanges, and with significant outcomes, especially in the fields of economy, politics, and the people-to-people exchanges. And the relationship between Vietnam and Hong Kong of China also clearly reflects the level of development in Vietnam and China relations. The cultural closeness between the peoples of both nations, as well as the people-to-people exchanges between Vietnam and China, and particularly between Vietnam and Hong Kong, have created a natural flow that promotes the relationship. Vietnamese and Chinese leaders have always valued and preserved the precious asset of traditional friendship that was established and nurtured by the President Ho Chi Minh, chairman of the Mao Zedong, and Premier Zhou Enlai, and other predecessors. And they are actively inheriting and continuing this legacy to continually strengthen the friendship between the two countries. In recent years, exchanges between Vietnam and Hong Kong in trade, tourism, and cultural interactions have developed strongly, and many Hong Kong residents travel to Nha Trang and appreciate this destination. And Mr. Lý Minh Hằng also hopes that the exchanges between Vietnam and Hong Kong in these areas will continue to develop even further.
On the occasion of the year-end and the approaching Tet holiday, along with the joyous and bustling atmosphere across the country, the Vietnamese community abroad has also organized many meaningful activities to celebrate the Lunar New Year 2025. Recently, the Embassy of Vietnam and the Vietnamese community in Germany jointly organized a community Tet celebration to welcome the Lunar New Year at the historic City Hall in Berlin. This event is considered the opening celebration for the 50th anniversary of diplomatic relations between Vietnam and the Federal Republic of Germany, 1975-2025. It is an annual event that has become a tradition for many years of the Embassy of Vietnam and the Vietnamese community in the Federal Republic of Germany. As in previous year, this year's community day celebration was a chance for friends to meet, remind us about the past year, enjoy traditional Vietnamese dishes, and participate in cultural performances. In 2025, the tourism industry aims to welcome 22 to 23 million tons of international tourists and serve 120 to 130 million tons of domestic visitors, with total revenue from tourism expected to reach approximately 980 to 1,050 trillion Vietnam dong. Joseph Disco efforts in cooperation, promotion, and two-way visitor experience will be implemented right from the early days and months of the year. Recently in Hanoi, the Vietnam Tourism Association held a program to meet, extend, and strengthen cooperation with the representative officers of tourism agencies and tourism promotion organizations from countries that are key markets for Vietnamese tourism. The program was attended by leaders of international tourism promotion agencies in Vietnam from Japan, South Korea, Taiwan, China, Malaysia, Thailand, Indonesia, along with some officials in charge of tourism development from various embassies. Representatives from Vietnam's leading travel enterprises were also present, bringing a lively atmosphere and raised expectations for the country's tourism sector. At the event, delegates discussed solutions to enhance multilateral cooperation and promote Vietnam's image in key markets. Initiatives such as developing unique tourism products and organizing cultural exchange events were among the key points. This program not only marked the start of the new year, but also served as a strategic step, opening new opportunities to boost two-way tourism while advancing Vietnam's goal of attracting 23 million tons of international visitors in 2025. The audience in the vibrant spirit of the new spring, the Vietnamese Embassy in Ottawa hosted a joyful and warm event to celebrate the Lunar New Year 2025, contributing to preserving cultural heritage while also educating the younger generation of Vietnamese living in Canada about their traditional values. This event is seen as a journey of the heart, bringing the descendants of Vietnam back to their homeland through traditional values and national identity that are deeply rooted in every person carrying the Vietnamese bloodline. The 2025 Lunar New Year celebration not only attracted a large number of Vietnamese people from across Canada, but also saw enthusiastic participation from many Vietnamese students studying in Canada, young Vietnamese born in Russia, as well as some Canadian friends who cherish Vietnam. This event is very meaningful as it helps us feel connected to and close to traditional Vietnamese culture. From the food to the music performances, we truly feel warm. After celebrating that away from home in such a cold country, I can still feel the warm feelings of the community. Over the years, the Vietnamese Embassy in Canada has always played a crucial role in connecting all Vietnamese communities across the country, helping people, regardless of their circumstances, maintain a connection to their homeland. The embassy also serves as a bridge for Canadian friends who have affection for Vietnam, further strengthening the relationship between the two countries. Through this event, in addition to feelings of nostalgia for the homeland, the ambassador also shared a message about the historical role and moments of our nation, as well as the Vietnamese community abroad. Today, I'm very moved to participate in the celebration of the Lunar New Year at the Vietnamese House, and it is an honor to see the warm and enthusiastic breadth of Vietnamese culture here. In the context of the growing relationship between the two countries, the Vietnamese community in Canada plays a very important role, both as a bridge for exchange and making positive contributions to the development of both sides. Maintaining traditional cultural practices also helps them preserve their connection to their roots, contributing to Vietnam's strong strides in the new era. And that's all for today TTV News. Thank you for being with us and goodbye for now.